I'm Jason. This is my wife Karen. We have 3 kids. Samantha's 11, Alexis, who is almost 9, and Jack, who is 6.
We started coming to First Church of Christ when actually we were going through a tough time. About 2 years ago, I was diagnosed with a pseudotumor cerebri, idiopathic intracranial hypertension, which is just a bunch of words meaning I have too much spinal fluid in my brain. I ended up having a spinal tap, and my husband 1 week later was let go from his job. So we were put into a position where we had to start our own company. It was never our dream to start our own company. It was one of those things that just kind of happened, and we felt that God called us to do that. At that time, our daughter Sam was in 4th grade, and she was in Mike Raffelli's class. And being the amazing guy, and Dee Dee, of course, also brought us into this church. They said, so you guys started an electrical company. We've got some electrical work that's needed at the church. And so we came, Bear came and did some electrical work. And when we walked in that Sunday morning, we were invited to come and check out the electrical work, and make sure everything was fine. It was like walking into home. It was like just being greeted by people just by everyone, by Chris and by Lori, and seeing Mike, and it was like we were walking into our home. Starting a company is not easy. It's not something we plan for, so financially, we didn't have a big savings. We didn't take out any loans.
We didn't have any savings.
We were able to really just use what God provided every single time. Well, then what happened on the van?
Starter went out.
The starter went out. So of course we're down there trying to do that, and we had $7, and God provided, and in the mailbox was just enough money in order to pay for the starter, and also pay to get it fixed. So there's been numerous testimonies on how it's down to the penny that God's provided. There's been times where I've got no money in our account, and I have $98 to grocery shop for the 5 of us. And God says to give 10%, but I really felt just called to give $20, and I just prayed about it, threw it in, and it's just every time something always happens. Now on top of that, looking at it 2 years later and how much our business has grown, and just every single time just putting our faith in God and just giving Him, when we have to write out bills, it's just a matter of, well, okay, this is how much we need. Okay, tack on the 10% and have the check, and it's just, God's always provided every single time. A few months ago, I was helping with a project with Kathy, and things were tough, and I was walking in on the Thursday to do the project, and I thought to myself, I wonder when grocery giveaway is. Sure enough, there was groceries there, and I asked Kathy if we could take some, and that's one of those things where, again, God provides everything that He's helped us to do. We're not starving. My mom always said, God's not going to provide you with a steak, but He'll give you a hot dog. So we've had a lot of hot dogs.
And mac and cheese.
But it's never been bad. It's never been bad. Every single time. And it's actually kind of a fun, I don't want to say game, but it's kind of a, all right, let's just do this, And no matter what, every single time, we've always had enough. We've never starved. We've never missed our bills. There's just down to the penny. God's got this.